Hey everybody! Now I know you've reached the end of the semester where you are working on your final research papers and placing some finishing touches on those research projects. And I just wanted to make this quick video to tell you guys about some of the tools that WKU students have online. I know online tools are easily accessed by students, whether they be in their own homes or apartments or even the dorm rooms on campus. So going up to the physical library is also an option, but today I want to show you guys a couple of things that you can look at either in your dorm room or off campus or on campus, wherever you choose to study. So if you are interested in finding some of these online tools and how to use them, make sure you keep watching. One of the most popular tools is our lovely friend Google, or as some of my students call it, Uncle Google. However, Google doesn't always give us the best information. It doesn't always give us the most trustworthy information. However, Google is very easy to use and is very easy to manipulate. But let me show you a trick. Now, there are many different types of Google search engines. And actually, this is one that I used a lot in college. If you guys look up at the top here, if you type the word scholar.google.com, you're going to come to a search engine that looks a lot like Google, but this search engine will only search peer-reviewed articles or articles that have been published in magazine or in journals, not magazines, but in journals, and that are more academic. Okay, so for example, let's say I am doing some research on Howard Gardner and his theory of multiple intelligences. So I'm going to type Howard Gardner, I'm going to click search, and not only do I find a lot of information about Gardner, but all of this information has been peer reviewed, which means it is much more trustworthy than a Google search itself. As you can see here, I've got some books by Gardner. I've got a full text that I can look at, an article. I even have some citations. And as you can see, actually, let me move myself over this way. Yeah. Okay, as you can see over here, there's a citation. And what that citation is it's going to tell me about an article or about a book that I can go and look up that will also contain information about my subject. Now, really quickly, I want to compare the search results for my Google Scholar search on Howard Gardner versus my Google search on Howard Gardner. One of the first things that I see is I see a Wikipedia article, and we know Wikipedia is great for general information, but for academic scholarly information, not so much. A couple other sites that I see some .orgs, some .coms. I also see some books, but you do have to remember that Google is a commercial site, which means they are primarily run by ads. So all of these websites that are at the top of the search engine, that means that they have paid a large amount of money to be put up at the top of the search engine. So just because someone pays you a lot of money to put their product at the top doesn't necessarily mean that their product is trustworthy, something that we can look at for our academic review. Okay, so now I'm at the WKU library page, and the library is not just the physical building at the top of the hill. The library also contains a lot of online information. Now, one of my favorite places to go for online research will be over here where it says electronic resources. If you go to the databases are like mini search engines, but they are compiled of mostly peer-reviewed articles or journals that are more academic in tone, more academic. And actually, as we look at these databases, you're going to see that these little mini academic Googles, you're going to see that they have, they're all specifically focused on a topic or a type of major. So for example, here we've got Agricola, which provides citations and articles for agriculture majors. We also have Amazing Animals. It's talking just about animals. We have a Civil War research database. So there are tons, 278 individual databases that you can use. Now, the most popular two that I want to talk about, the first one is called EBSCOhost. Now, EBSCOhost has a variety of information on a large amount of topics. And actually, EBSCOhost is made up of several different databases. Yep, all EBSCOhost. Just all EBSCOhost. It's a lot. So when you go to the EBSCOhost search, what you can do is type in your search topic. So I'm going to say Howard Gardner. And I am using quotation marks to limit my search. And I can also use multiple terms like multiple intelligences. And I can also limit my search in a variety of ways. I can say, oh, well, I need to read the full article, so I'm going to limit my search to just full text. Or, oh, well, I just need scholarly articles, so I'm going to limit my search to just peer-reviewed journals. So you can also limit your search for other things like by language or by type of article. You can also limit it by the year. Let's say you are talking about computers and you don't want information before 1980 because you're talking about new and current things. So nothing before 1980. You can do that. You can do that. And then when you hit search, you will find all of these articles that you can browse looking for information for your research project. Another database that you might find helpful is called JSTOR, which has a lot of articles for the arts and sciences. And I found that by going to J. So once again, I'm going to type in my search term, Howard Gardner, hit enter. And I have PDFs that I can download to read for articles. I can look at the citations. This is really nice, especially for those of you as you create your Works Cited page. It already has your citation for you. It's already done. So your MLA citation, APA citation, your Chicago style, and pretty much all you have to do is copy it and paste it because all the information is still there, which I always found really helpful. But always make sure that you cite your source. All right, guys, that's it. Hopefully you found some really good places where you can go to get your information. Now, like I said, these are accessible on campus. If you go off campus, they might ask you to input your NetID and password, but these should be accessible off campus as well. So if you're in your home and you don't want to come to WKU's campus to study or to do your research, you can do it at home. Just make sure you have your NetID and your password handy. I hope you guys found this tutorial useful. Let me know in the comments if there are any online resources that you use and you find to be very helpful. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in our next video. Bye. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video. To make sure you don't miss out on any of the latest content from ESLI at WKU, make sure to hit that subscription button.